We on? Okay. All right, this is an exciting day for me. I look forward to days like this all year. Got my brand new Hoyt, it's the 2013 edition of the Spyder Turbo, and we're here. Chris Stewart down here at the bow rack has basically been working on this today, getting it set up, and I don't know, this setup that I shoot bow at 80 pounds. This was actually, I think, at 81 pounds, Chris tells me.
Peaking out at 81 pounds.
81, so that's good. People say, well, why do you shoot 80 pounds? It's because I can. So, I mean, I think you shoot as much as you can, you know, and you're accurate. More poundage is mo better. So this here, and this is my arrow. This is a prototype arrow. So I guess we're sworn to secrecy on it, but it's pretty much similar to what I've been shooting. It's a full metal jacket. It weighs 410 grains, and it's flying at about 300 feet per second out of this bow. And where we are right here, Chris put my new Winner's Choice strings on this bow, the 80-pound Spyder Turbo. And what are we doing here at the Hooter Shooter?
Basically, you know, after we initially put the strings on, you know, we'll check, you know, specs, you know, make sure the axle length's on, you know, your brace height's on, make sure it's getting poundage. And then we'll take it out here, we'll draw it back. Then if you come over here, we're gonna be looking at, you know, the draw stops, you know, top and bottom. As you can see here, you know, we've already got the timing set on this bow, so you can see their top and bottom draw stops are hitting our cables here. But one thing I want to look at beyond that is, you know, I want to let the bow up a little bit and look and see which cam is opening up more than the other. So when I open this up, I'm going to let it down just a little bit here.
It's this gap right here.
Yeah, we're going to look at the gap here. You know, see I'm about a 1/4 inch off here. I'm about a 1/4 inch off here, and that's what I want on that. I want these cams to be rolling over simultaneously. The cams can come and hit the draw stops at the same time, but you know, once the bow is fired, you know, they can be out of sync in the firing sequence, even though they are hitting the draw stops at the same time. So you really want to look at that and make sure that the cams are opening up at the same time. So that's what we're doing here.
This looks like it's money right here set up. So let's put it on see how much poundage we're pulling here, and then we'll shoot an arrow or two. We got the new trophy taker rest on here. What edition is that?
That's the FC Extreme Pro. This is a new one that came out. This is last spring. I love this rest. Very simple design, smooth, works great. There's Lisa. Everybody say hi to Lisa.
You got anything you want to say? That's to you, Lisa. Oh.
Yeah.
She's ignoring us.
Normally, she talks a lot more than this.
Right there, 79. We're backed off just a touch there.
Yeah. 4 more days. That's
We're 80 and a half.
4 more
So
days.
after a little bit of adjustment, while shooting, we're down 1/2 pound.
So 80 and a half. Of course, I got the Spot Hog Father. Let's go see how it's shooting here. So this is the next step in the tuning process, getting this thing dialed in. Shooting through paper. And of course what we're after is just a straight bolt hole.
And we're a little more tilt left right there. You know, see the points entering here and the flexes are coming left. So I have cam shoot that again and see if we're consistently getting the same hole. I don't want to make any adjustments until I see a consistent hole being shot every time.
And it might be that arrow too. Sometimes you get funky arrows or arrows. I've been shooting these a little bit, so they might be a little banged up. So I'm gonna shoot right on top of that hole, Tanner.
And that right there is the perfect hole.
So that's what we're after. That my first arrow might have been a little tweaked. This is my second one, just a money bullet hole. I'll shoot one more just to make sure. Of course, we got the Cameron Haynes Signature Series Beast Mode wraps. Can you see those? Because when you're slaying beasts, you got to have the Beast Mode wraps. You know, people will say, well, you know, why is this setup better? Why is this so good? I don't know. There's a lot of good setups out there. I will say with this pretty much identical setup with the last 3 top of the line Hoyt bows, I've killed 9 bull elk, you know, and all over the western states, tough hunts in the mountains, and it performs. And then I shoot the same setup for every animal. So I just killed a Sitka blacktail and Kodiak Ion, same setup that I use for elk, that I killed a buffalo with in British Columbia and eland with in Africa. So I pretty much go with the same thing. I don't change it around for the size of the animal or anything else. But this setup has been, I don't know, I've never been more successful with the bow, and you know, it's all about confidence. So, you know, if you got confidence in Hoyt and a Spyder Turbo, or last year I shot the Vector Turbo, that goes a long way when you're heading on those tough hunts. You got to believe to succeed, as they say. So I'm believing this is going to be a perfect bow hole. It's going to be below that one on the left hand.
A little left on that one.
Oh, guess I need to believe harder. We'll do one more. We'll get her worked out before we go hunting. I'm gonna kill a buck with this bow here in a few days. Just to the left of that one. Yeah, we got a little left going, don't we?
A little bit, but that's not terrible.
Let's shoot one through the chronograph real quick.
We can shoot that through paper and still chrono it too, so we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. That's 298 right there. Which one did you just shoot?
This one.
That's a good hit there. That's a good one. We've consistently got, I mean, before we even started shooting here, you know, we were shooting earlier and we were getting consistent bullet holes, so.
Yeah, so we're getting close, still doing some tweaking. Sweet bow. I know I'm gonna fill a bunch of tags with this bow starting this year and going into next year. Got a lot of confidence, sweet setup. So get down to your pro shop. I'm lucky to live in the country of one of the best pro shops anywhere. That's the Bow Rack here in Springfield, Oregon. Swing by if you're in the area. Keep hammering.